I just want to follow up on the evolution of the no compulsory redundancy policy. We discussed it last week in the Chamber. Mike Russell, when he was Education Secretary, said this party believes there is no place for compulsory redundancies in Scotland's colleges. But subsequent to that, colleges got closer to government, but have been excluded from the no compulsory redundancy policy. Can you explain the rationale for that?
Not a specific way, because it very much predates my time in post. They're required to pay heed to public sector pay policy, but they're not bound by it. That's the nature of the structures that they have.
OK. I would have hoped that you would have had an understanding as to why it's changed. Because this is quite
but it's always been that way. I think the quote that you said was that the Cabinet Secretary at that point believed there was no place for that. Yeah. They weren't bound by it, as my understanding.
Yeah, but at that point they were further away from government. But then the ONS reclassification brought them closer to government. So there's an opportunity, but a specific decision was taken to separate them from bodies like the Cairngorm National Park, the Crofton Commission, the Risk Management Authority, Scottish Canals, all of those who are bound by the policy. They're public sector bodies. Colleges are also public sector bodies, but a decision was taken to allow compulsory redundancies to take place. Surely we must have an understanding as to why that happened.
Is there NDPBs with boards?
But they're still public sector bodies. A decision could have been taken to include them in the public sector pay policy, which was no compulsory redundancies.
I think, Mr. Reddy, and I don't want to duck your question, it long predates my involvement in this role.
Okay. I do think that's unsatisfactory. I would hope that you could maybe write to us later on and just give an explanation
that, yeah.
for that.
Is that you, Mr. Rennie?
Yeah.
Okay.